Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and another Monday mix. Today is the 16th of September and today I've got a bit of everything. A plethora of coins, a smorgasbord for your delight, so hopefully there will be something for each and every one of you to enjoy. But firstly, something I should have mentioned last week, Emma came back home about a fortnight ago and brought me a little present which was coin related, and I totally forgot about putting it in the video last week. And this is it. So she actually picked up a paving stone shaped like a 1 penny. Unfortunately the obverse is totally blank, so I don't know what date it is. And I've got no idea where I'm going to put it. At the minute it's, as you can see, I've got it propped up against the back wall of the back garden. But as they say a penny, pick it up, and all the day you'll either have a hernia or a bad back. Right, so let's get into the first thing which arrived in the post. And it is the latest in the Chinese Lunar Year series, Year of the Snake, dated 2025. A very nice design, I think it's very intricate. And this was actually done by Chris Costello, who will actually feature a little bit later on in the video. And we've got the Martin Jennings obverse there, again 2025. Now it's said that the snake is supposed to be the wisest of the zodiac animals. The snake represents intelligence and adaptability. So previous years, I mean obviously the zodiac is every 12 years. So people born in the year supposedly demonstrate cleverness, determination and strategic thinking. So going back 1953, 1965, 77, 89, 2001, 2013. If you were born in any of those years, you were born in the year of the snake. Obviously it does go back a bit further, 1941, but yeah, so not a bad design, that one. I'm not sure whether this is supposedly the last in the series, which is a bit odd because there's only 6 come out. And we did get a change checker trading card, and as you know I'm still just waiting for those 2 to complete the set, and hopefully will be one of them. And it is Olympic Centenary, hurrah! So that means I just need the hardest one of all, the Northern Ireland Commonwealth. So let's have a quick look at the key facts on this one. About time I had one. There we go. 2008. Ian Broadley is the obverse designer and Thomas Doherty the reverse designer. Circulating mintage 910,000, and the key fact, celebrating a century since the London Olympic Games in 1908. The modern Olympic Games started in Athens in 1896, yeah, we all know that, and have since become the greatest sporting event in the world. And obviously the Paralympics has just completed, and Great Britain and Northern Ireland came second in the medal table. Now, I've been having a bit of a splurge on eBay recently, and I've managed to pick up 2 coins, world coins, and they both have silver content. So this is the first one. It's 100 francs from Morocco. As you can see, it's dated at the bottom there, 1953, or in the Islamic calendar 1372. It's got 0.72 silver content. It had a circulating mintage of 20,001,070 coins. And I picked this up actually for £5.50. Near Mister reckons very good, £3, up extra fine, £5.50, so it's probably about average. And we've got the Star of Morocco there on the obverse. And I also picked up this 10 piastres, or 10 kirsch if you want to call it that, from Egypt. There's no mintage figures for this one, and this one's dated 1957, or in the Islamic calendar 1376, which is the date there. And I've got the Sphinx on the obverse. Again, 0.72 silver content. I think the cost of silver at the minute's about 76 per gram, 76p per gram. So I think it came out around about £4 odd. That one from Egypt, I did pay a little bit more for it, £8.50. But new Mr. Reckons £4.60, fine condition, very fine £5.70, and extra fine £8.30. Now I did receive this unexpected parcel in the post. I'll just zoom out a bit. I thought it was an eBay purchase. I mean, I can't show you the other side, it's got the address on. So we'll have a look and see what we've got here. Get my scissors in. Not very well. There we go. Make sure there's nothing else in the packet. Oh, it's actually come from Coin Patrol. Now, I think this was because he asked us had he not sent us a signed coin, and I said no. Oh, I can't even get into this. It's got an idiot-proof bag. I think the camera's gone a bit wonky as well. Right, here we go. So as Paul does, he signs his Tale of Peter Rabbit coins. Have I got the one with a special sticker on? I do. Coin Patrol. Yeah, when I got the one from M Collect the other week and I showed you all the coins I did have that were signed, Paul did ask us, had he not sent us one? I says, no, you sent us plenty of stickers, and I thought, you know, that was the end of it. Never expected that to come in the post. But Paul, if you're still watching this, I've got something a bit interesting a little bit later on to show you. But firstly, we are going to do what's happened on this day. Now, apparently, a lot of people in the comments said they still like the trivia bits and the bits about #1 singles, so I wasn't going to include it, but it seems like the masses have spoken. So born on this day in 1386 was Henry V, who was famous for his victory over the French at the Battle of Agincourt in 1415. That's 2:15. Now, dying on this day on the 16th of September 1701 was King James II of England and Ireland. He was also James VII of Scotland. He took the throne after his brother Charles II died. But he only reigned for 3 years between 1685 and 1688. He was then deposed in the Glorious Revolution of 1688 to 1689, and he was replaced by William III and Mary II. Now, on this day in 1975, Papua New Guinea got full independence from Australia. And in 1993, the American sitcom Frasier, starring Kelsey Grammer, aired for the very first time, which was obviously a spin-off of the highly successful Cheers. Now, the actress who played Daphne Moon, who was actually in the centre of this photograph, was English-born Jane Leaves, whose TV debut was one of Hill's Angels on the Benny Hill Show in 1983. Now, although she was actually born in Ilford, Essex, on the Frasier show she actually played a Mancunian. Now, also on this day in 1620, and really I don't want to mention this name, but I'll have to, the Pilgrim Fathers set sail from Plymouth. Yeah, my team got beat at the weekend off Plymouth, and set sail for the New World aboard the Mayflower. Now, that happened in 1620, and in 2020 the Royal Mint produced a coin, to celebrate the 400th anniversary of the Mayflower voyage, and this was actually done by Chris Costello as well. Now, as you can see, there's a mintage of 96,920. Geordie Clark portrait on the obverse. And there is an edge inscription to this which actually says, "Undertaken for the glory of God." Now, there's also a proof version of the Cupid nickel, which was 9,276. But as well as that, there was also a one from the Isle of Man, also celebrating the same event. The gentleman down in the bottom left here in this like cameo thing is Miles Standish, who was an English military officer. Now, the designer for this one was Michael Guilfoyle, and on the obverse again a Geordie Clark portrait. So two very nice coins there. Now, the number one single, which we're going to go back to 1968, I'm actually going to dedicate to two ladies who have helped me with my coin collection over the last few months and years, and that is Judith and Judith from Squirrel and Coins, because in 1968 on this day the Beatles were top of the charts with Hey Jude. They were completing their first week at number one in a 2-week stay, and it was their 15th number one. But after a 54-year gap, they got their 18th number one in November 23 with Now and Then, so that was just last year. Now, originally called the Quarrymen after Quarry Bank High School in Liverpool, they also played under various names, Johnny and the Moondogs and the Rainbows. Stuart Sutcliffe joined in January 1960 playing bass guitar, and he suggested changing the band name to the Beatals, that's Beatals, as a tribute to Buddy Holly and the Crickets. But the name was changed again in May of that year to the Silver Beatles. This time it was spelled Beetles, but in July to Silver Beatles, spelled Beatles, and then obviously a month later to the Beatles as we now know it. And Ringo Starr actually joined the band in 1962 after the dismissal of former drummer Pete Best. Right, I'm just going to clear the mat here because I've got some other large coins to show you, or a large collection, shall I say. Zoom back out. Right, we're going back to eBay purchases that I've made, and this one might interest Paul from Coin Patrol. I did actually pick up this penny, and it's actually dated 1953. Like I say, I won an auction. Now, this one has a mintage of supposedly 1,308,400, and I managed to get this for £2.70, but on New Mister reckons it's only about 99 pence in very good condition, 27 pence in fine, and up to £1.17 for very fine and uncirculated. The engraver for this one was Charles Walter Coombs, and on the obverse the Mary Gillick portrait. So I'm just going to bring in, this is the Whitman penny album I've got. Zoom back out a bit. As you can see up on the top here, I've got two spaces. I need one for the obverse and obviously the one for the correct coin, so that will go in there. And the only other two I need are a 1949 and a 1951 obverse and a 1950, but I managed to pick up one of those as well, 1950. Again, I've got on an auction, and I got this one for quite a bit. This one went for, I think it was just over £18. There was absolutely loads of bids, and I thought, I've just got to have it. So it is in very good condition, and again, according to New Mister, could be in fine condition, £8.40, extra fine, and almost uncirculated £15, uncirculated £29. Like I say, I just paid over £18 for that. Probably too much, but considering that there's only 240,000 minted, and it was only mainly used for colonial use because they were sent across to Bermuda, and 3/4 of the 1951s, they were sent to Bermuda as well. So obviously they found their way back somehow. But there we go, another space filled out. So just them two. In fact, I've got another one of them coming shortly, so it'll just be the 1949 that we'll be looking at. Now the next thing, I probably made a bit of a mistake. This is my halfpenny folder, 1902 to 1936, and I thought, I haven't got any of these coins. But then I thought, oh, I have. I thought I only had a couple, but it turns out I had more than that. But I won another auction for the same collection, 1902 to 1936. It didn't have all the coins in, but a couple of the spaces that are in here, I've got in there. Now, I actually won the auction for £10.50, which I thought was an excellent price, because the albums alone can go for about £10 minimum. And there's 32 coins inside. Now, if I just took it at £10.50 divided by 32 coins, that would have worked out at about 33 pence a coin. But if you take into account the folder, costs, like I say, around about tenner, so works out the coins are about 1.5 pence each. So a few dates missing: 1904, 06, 9, 10, 1919, and there's a couple. Well, that 1907 there is in pretty bad condition. Unfortunately, I haven't got a spare to go in that one, but I do have a 1919, and I think I've got one of these as well. So all in all, I think that was an excellent value for £10.50. And fingers crossed, I've got some more irons in the fire, and hopefully they will come next week. Not the irons, I'm talking about coins. Anyway, that's it for today, folks. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you've enjoyed this. And until the next time, keep on hunting, enjoy yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.